सरस्वत्यै नमो नित्यं भद्रकाल्यै नमो नमः वेदान्त विद्यास्थानेभ्यैव च सदाशिवसमारम्भां शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम्। ॐ सहना भवतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः। नमः श्री शंकरानंद गुरुपादाम्बुजन्मने सविलास महामोह ग्राह ग्रासैककर्मणे 46th verse, page 113. ग्रंथम अभ्यस्य मेधावी ज्ञान विज्ञान तत्परः पलालमिव धान्यार्थी त्यजेत् ग्रंथमशेषतः तमेव धीरो विज्ञाय प्रज्ञां कुर्वीत ब्राह्मणः नानुध्यायाद्महुं शब्दान् वाचो विग्लापनं हि तत् तमेवैकं विजानीत यन्या वाचो विमुञ्चत यच्छेद्वाङ्मनसि प्राज्ञा इत्याद्याः श्रुतयः स्फुटाः अशास्त्रीयमपि द्वैतम् तीव्रं मन्दम् इति द्विधा कामक्रोधादिकं तीव्रम् मनोराज्यं तथेतरत् उभयं तत्त्वबोधात् प्राङ् निवार्यं बोधसिद्धये शमसमाहितत्वञ्च साधनेषु श्रुतं यतः बोधादूर्ध्वं च तद्विधेयम् जीवन्मुक्तिप्रसिद्धये कामादिक्लेशबन्धेन युक्तस्य न हि मुक्तता युक्तस्य न हि मुक्तता. We had seen that the Jeevadvaitam was told, which is of two categories. So, one is called Shastriya Jeevadvait and another is called Shastriya Jeevadvait. Shastriya Jeevadvait was seen first, that kind of acceptance of the duality which will take the agyan, moho ityadi. Accepting certain duality to take away the problems of the duality of the jiva, to take away the mamta, ahankar, काम क्रोध इत्यादि. One kind of duality has been accepted because the student is not ready to practice the non-dual self, because he is not matured enough that he can dwell in the self or he can understand the glory of self. Therefore, he has been advised to hold on to Ishwar, Shastra and Guru. Because if he has no ability to leave everything, so these three areas where he can afford to be attached or associated, so that in all other areas where he was caught up can be taken out. It is like a thorn taken to remove another thorn which is there. So if these three areas are not properly utilized in our life, then the dosh of the mind does not go away. So if Ishwar is not held properly, the mamta of the world does not go away. if Guru is not surrendered to properly, mamta and the security from Ishwar, we will be dependent on something in the world, emotionally I mean. And where we will be dependent, there we will get attached. So to remove the emotional dependence and the insecure future, you need Ishwar Nishtha. To remove ignorance, ahankar, and Shastra Nishtha, you need Guru Nishtha. So Guru Nishtha will hold Ishwar Nishtha. Somebody asked Swami Abhedananda, I am not clear about my mantra. Swamiji said, this means you don't have Guru. Or you don't have commitment to teach. बोले इससे लगता है कि ना तो आपके पास या तो गुरु नहीं है या तो गुरु निष्ठा नहीं है. So without holding to teacher, the Ishwar is not held. And without holding to teacher, the Shastra is not clear. So without Guru, you won't have the Swarup, Swabhav and Prabhav of Ishwar. And without Ishwar, you won't be able to leave the attachment of the world and the thought of worry regarding insecurity of the future. You will never be able to give up your present yoga and shame. And without being committed to the scriptures, you will never be illumined about sadhana and sadhya. What is the goal and what is the way towards that goal? What is Karma Yoga, what is Jnana Yoga, what is Dhyan, what is Jeev, what is Jagat, what is Sagun Sakar, what is Leela, what is Prem, what is Nishtha, what is Moksha, what is Brahman, what is Atma, what is Panchkosh Vivek. So many things you won't have clarity. So these three things should be held as long as you are not totally abiding in the self. And once you abide in the self, then these three things can be left. When I say left, it means dependence can be left. The Shastra want that you be independent of me. Guru wants you be independent of me. And Ishwar also says you be independent of my roop. Don't be now attached to my form. Go beyond my form. Same Ishwar will tell to, or same Ishwar will indicate. So if this is not very well pursued, as if somebody went to 5th class, when I was studying, we used to get double promotion. So certain boys used to be very intelligent, so from 3rd to 5th, and they used to sometimes fail in 5th because they did not go to the process of 4th class, although they were intelligent. Similarly, when you have not gone through the processes in your life, if you jump, you will fall. Something is there. So take steps in a proper manner. This was called Shastriya Dvaitam. Ultimately, you should not be just reading the scripture. You should not become, because lot of books are there, lot of texts are there. There is a big temptation to read. You get intellectual satisfaction. Vedanta is not for intellectual satisfaction. It is to get freedom from dualities and freedom from rebirth and abidance in the self. You have to go beyond the intellectual satisfaction merely. Rather aim at abiding in the self so that the world does not appear as real or having any joy. So this was also told. Then Ashastri Dvait was mentioned in 49th verse. There were two kind of Ashastri Dvait. One was Tivra, other was Mand. Kam Krodadikam Tivram Manorajyam Mandam. So both are required before the knowledge. Why? I remember I told you Mal and Vikshep was there. Tivra is called Mal. Tivra means that the mind is vehement, violent, non-listening mind, stubborn mind, holding to some attachment or aversion or jealousy, where its willpower and knowledge fails. That is called Tivra Ashastri Dvaitam. Strong attachment is there, strong aversion is there, strong ahankar is there. When a person, knowing also, he throws all knowledge away and he is not able to remove or leave even what he thinks is wrong. That is called Tivra. The mind takes lot of time to quieten after that. It takes few hours or few days also, I have seen. On one issue, if it is holding, it will take 4 hours, 5 hours, maybe 1 day. Maybe 3 days I have seen people, maybe 7 days, 10 days, 15 days. One topic he is holding on to. And then it takes lot of effort for his part to drop that. Somewhere calm comes, he realizes, he said within 5 minutes he is back, Krodh he leaves. But somewhere he is not able to fight with it, win over it. So that means that the person has to now go through the sadhana of diluting the rag and dvesh. And that sadhana of diluting the rag and dvesh will be called the action where you live in the world, and before going in the world you are prepared. You take some vows, you take some kind of resolutions, you increase your bhakti. You know that this situation will come, any time I can be under attack. And therefore I am already, now I am preparing myself. So I am doing my jap or puja. I am praying to God that this should not be in my mind. I spend more. Therefore, one definition of Karma Yoga I told, maintaining prayerful attitude before the action. So you are already in a prayer. Yesterday also I tell, there are two things, either doing prayer or being in prayerful mood, if you remember. So this student is already ready. He does not mentally support. So he has done jap, he has done some kind of aradhana. What happens with the aradhana? That samskar of your Bhagwan, which you have gained in your quieter time. You had a quieter time also, not that 24 hours you have disturbed. You were quite quiet, or you were trying to be quiet, or mind was not that disturbed all the time. So that time when I was having a healthy mind, at that time I used, because I know when mind will be violent, I will not be able to do anything. So I have used that time to create that samskar more and more. So when this calm krodh samskar comes, so the opposite samskar have at least, it tries to give a fight. Even if it is defeated, at least the victory is not a clean sweep. It had given a tough time. So your Ishwar Vasana helps to counter your calm and krodh. And your calm and krodh will not be for a long, long time. It will be for a short time. So you will reduce the time of coming back. Coming back is faster now. I'm not that kind of that kind of uncontrolled response was for a short time. So this is how you conquer calm and growth. Understand? So if you don't have sufficient jap or puja or dhyan, so you won't have a counter samskar in your internal bosom where the problem had come. Like when you take the antibiotic, so infection, this antibiotic fights the infection. So it is they fight a lot. Therefore, sometimes you will have fever is more. Again, it comes down. Again, more. Again, it comes down. So, what happens with this shamaha? This has to be there. Understood, no? And more you do that upasana, more you introspect, more you see the fault in this. Slowly, slowly, in years to come, in 5 years, 10 years, it will be diminishing depending how much fault you saw, number one, how much upasana you do, number two, how much prayer you did, number three, number four, after calm growth came, how much repentance you did, number four. So, four factors are responsible to control your violent emotions. Violent doesn't mean you hit somebody. Violent means uncontrollable. Uncontrollable. Where your speech goes out of your control, you break the rules, you lost your shield, you became what is it called? You forgot what you are. I told you when I was studying, I told you also. So one day, one boy was there, good friend. His name was Sunil, still I remember. So he was very intelligent, very nice notes he was writing, discussing Vedanta. But actually, Tivra Ashastri Dvait was there in him. So one day we saw from his room blood is coming out. From the room was there. So from the door and inside the slit of the door, blood is coming out. So we reported. I was not there, but other students reported that blood is oozing out. So his door was knocked. So he opened the door. So with the blade he has cut everywhere like that. What was the reason? I don't know. But what I could guess, he did something which was uncontrolled, he must have done, or out of frustration he would have done something. Same day he was asked to leave. So when you don't have, because when you are under the impulse, you don't see what the scriptures say, what the Guru says, what the society says. It becomes, you yourself are difficult for you at that time. समझ में आ रहा है? So this, the four things can control your this. One is, what was the one? First, how much you fault you see. Last was. Second, upasana. Third, prayer. Fourth, repentance. So you can multiply that. So that depends how much you have invested. If tapasya is not done, you do mistake and you still have nice food, you will not be able to control yourself. Or you do mistake and you justify it. Generally, we have a habit of justifying. This is there because I was like that. He only made me angry. Why he said like that? He should not have done like that. Well, I was very frustrated, therefore I was lusty today. ये कोई बात है? ये कोई बात है? Is this the way? If you try to justify, I was feeling very lonely. कुछ भी बोल दो अपना. Because he was praised, therefore I was like that. कुछ भी बोल दो. So when you try to, and still you have your regular enjoyment next day, so already mind has become desensitive in that area, unsensitive in that area. By not creating a sensitivity, by tapasya around something, your mind becomes sensitive. But I have made my mind dull. And ultimately, next time, the thought will come with much more fierce velocity. It was 30% uncontrolled, it will be now 50% uncontrolled. Like some child, no, if he does some mistake, parents don't say anything. Next time he will be more stubborn. So, a Shastri Dvait is not that easy. And therefore, lot of time in our ashrams were spent in controlling the mind. Ashram is a center where you get an infrastructure to control, to try to get out of the boiling mind. Because house everybody already is uncontrolled. So that is again, your mind will be uncontrolled. Already everybody has his own ways. So 50th shlok you see, Ubhayam tattva bodhat prang nivarya bodha siddhaye shama samahi tattvam cha sadhaneshu shrutam yataha. So both of them are indicated by qualities of student. Shamaha. Second is Samahi Tattvam. Samahi Tattvam means poise, gentleness, where you have multi-pointed thoughts are now controlled to single-pointed thought. This is called Samadhi Abhyas, Samadhanam. Okay. So there is a lot of effort required. Otherwise, our dividends will not be that big. And as I told you, maximum people, I have seen that they don't even recognize their fault. They try to think I did it because I'm like that, My father was also like that, my parents were like that. We belong to such culture and community. Something you try to justify that you are doing right. We belong to this caste, we belong to this. ऐसे बोल के, that means it is a validity that you are doing right is there. Somewhere you are trying to see, or I did the right thing, or I was not well, something. Because you are not well, that you can do anything, that means. You can shout at anybody because you are not well. ऐसा तो नहीं होगा. Or because he did like that, something is there, because I did not get. So second thing is people don't understand their mind well. And third thing is that they hide their negativities a lot. What you hide becomes closer to you. And it becomes your nature. Because nobody knows, therefore you are like that. But it will burst out in due time. Don't think people will not know it. People will know it. We don't know that what people are knowing also. We should know what people think about me. I always say that we should not live in fool's paradise. Because people don't talk about me in front of me. But what people think about me and what they talk or think about me really is very different than what they talk in front of me. You pata hona chahiye how I am looked also. And if you are very, very honest and very good sadhak, you will immediately know what the God also is feeling right now. But we are little dishonest and blunt, so we are covering up the God, what God has said now. So that all retards our progress and takes away the outer opportunity. So what is said here? Now let us see. 51st slok already I have chanted. It is now he is in a mood to give left and right. Not I am, he is there. So you will see what words he will use. This is Vidyaranya Swami, not Shankaracharya. So he is saying, Bodhat urdhvam chatadheyam jivan mukti prasiddhe. After getting knowledge, means after listening and meditating and reflecting. Tadheyam, tad means those twofold problem, kam, krodha, tadi. Heyam, it should be dropped. What for? Jivan mukti, for converting the jnana into jnana nishtha. Jnana is one thing, jnana nishtha is another thing. Jnana is I have knowledge, jnana nishtha is I am knowledge. Jnana is that I heard and contemplated, and knowledge is sitting at one corner in my mind. It is not applicable knowledge. It is NA, not applicable. Jnana nishtha is where it is ready at all time. Like a man, I am a man. I know I am not an elephant. I may look like, but I am not elephant. Or I know that I am not bald. Like that. This is my nishtha. I have hair. So it's not that somebody can call me bald. I say he's not talking to me. If somebody says, oh, bald person, he can talk to him, but not to me. So Jivan Mukti means where you don't have to explain your mind to become quiet. You don't have to think and then come back to the knowledge that I am Brahman, I should not have behaved like that. Or I am Drishta. There is no lag between responding and knowing that I am unattached seer. There is no time gap. Response is and responding and knowing that I am this and this is not, this is Jeev's respond and not Brahman's respond. I hope you are understanding. It is generally we have to explain to ourselves. I should not have said, I should not have thought like that. I should have been more matured. So I understand, maybe in half an hour, 1 hour, 2 hours, you become quiet. But for him, there is no difference in responding and knowing that I am there. I am of the nature of self. This is called abhyas is there. Like if you practice tables every day, you don't have the time to think that 9, 4. So when the small child is by hearting, for him he will by heart. 9 ones are 9, 9 twos are 18, 9 threes are 27, 9 fours, I forgot. 9 fours, 9 fours, 9 fours. He's so sad. He forgot. Then maybe he may refer to his mathematics book. He said, oh, 36. 9 fours are 36. 9 fours are 36. 9 fives are 45. He's very happy. So this, when you take time and then knowledge comes after revising what has been said, that means other vasana took over you during that lagging time. When a person does not have other vasana, then there is no other vasana taking, he is that. Like a person has lot of calm in him. So seeing a boy or girl, there is no time lag between seeing and calm coming. There is no time lag that he has seen now. Maybe calm will come after 1 hour or after 10 minutes. He saw how nice body is there and calm came because that vasana is quite full. He is full of that vasana. When vasana about any subject is very strong, you don't have much gap between perception and response. It is when my vasana is less about subject, then I have a difference between perception and responding according to that. Hope I'm ready. So this is called Jivan Mukti. And therefore it is said, Kama kleshadi bandhena yuktasya nahi muktata. One who is having the defect. Bandhen means who has the shackles of Kam ityadi, he will not have muktata. Why? Knowledge will be non-applicable because his Kam Krodh will, like a shackle, he cannot get to the sphere of thought. Because Kam tries to throw a very sense of lot of enjoyment in some object. Krodh tries to throw a lot of sense of burningness in some object or person. So you don't have a capacity to leave the thought itself and go beyond. And therefore, he is not at all fit for mukti at all. Although he is having shravanam and maranam maybe. For very mandadikari, shravana itself is difficult. His mind will go here and there. For madhyamadikari, shravan and manan is easy, but he will not be able to convert his knowledge into applicable knowledge. For uttamadikari, there is no difference between jnana and jnana nishtha. So it depends where you are. Understand? Huh? So, this is what is there. Acha. Like when the Purnamasi is there, it is total dark night. So the moon is very evident that day. Full moon you will see. Similarly, when Kam Krodh is not there, knowledge is very evident. Otherwise, the same moon may be very small. It is like this, like a sickle is there. Or it is a half moon. But moon is not seen properly. So he is trying to impress that please put effort in controlling yourself. Don't satisfy just by reading and understanding. Now the student is there. So he is saying, I don't think so I can handle my mind. Let us see 52nd verse. Jivan muktiriyam mabhut janma bhave tvaham kriti tarhi janma pitestveva swarga matrat kriti bhavan. Even iyam jivan mukti mabhut. He said, okay, I'm not going to get liberated while living because I have Kam Krodh ityadi. But janma bhave tuham kriti. After I pass away, I will get liberation. Well, why you get liberation? Because I am already knowing that I am Brahman. Acha. Oh. So I will have Videha Mukti without Jivan Mukti. After I pass away, I will get liberation. Because while living, I can't control my Kam Krodh. Acha? Tu aham kriti. This is not kriti. Here kriti is another word is there. Kritin word is there. Not that is half ras so is the kritihi. That is some things which is creation. Here kriti means fulfilled. Kritin word is the nakarant, napunsakling. Nakarant pulling. Kriti, kritinam, kritina. Kritim, krit, इस तरह से जाएगा. So तो हम कृति. While living I am not having, while I am living I am having काम क्रोध. So I am bypassing that area. Because I have the knowledge. Which knowledge you have? I know that I am Brahman. How? Teacher told me. But you are still Kami Guru, therefore I am bypassing that. I cannot be liberated while living. 1 minute. How did you get this formula? How did you get into this illusion that while living you cannot, because of Kam Krodh, you cannot get Jivan Mukti? But after that, that means you will have Vasana. You have Kam Krodh, that means you have Vasana. That means you have Jeev Bhav. So how did you say that after dying you will get liberated? After dying you continue the same thought in the next birth. This is the formula. If you have ignorance, that means you will get another birth because your ignorance has not gone that I am unfulfilled. Kam is the biggest indicator that you are ignorant. Hunger is indicator sometimes that your stomach is empty. Outer fever is there, is indication infection is there or you have got cold. So from symptom you can make out what is the cause of that. So don't have some imagination that because I have knowledge and I have heard in the mission about Panchadashi also I heard, Prashnoprashad also I heard, Mundak also I heard, Kathopanishad I had heard, Keno I had heard, Manduk I heard, and Aitre also I heard, Taitre also I heard, Vivek Chudamani also I heard, Atmabodh also I heard, Drik Dishevek also I heard. Acha, I have heard Brahma Sutra also, 160 Sutras I heard. Acha, so much you have heard. Of course, what else I am doing? That is there. Sometimes I have heard twice also those things. Tattvabodh also I have heard, Atmabodh also I have heard. So many things I have heard. Kuch to mukti ho hi jayegi. I have heard so much here from last 7, 8, 10 years I am hearing. इतना हम सुन रहे हैं उपनिषद आई है वर्ड इवनिंग मॉर्निंग आई एम हियरिंग कुछ मुक्ति नहीं होगी हमारी मुक्ति उक्ति नहीं होगी क्या गीता हो गीता आई हैव हर्ड शंकर भाषा आई हर्ड संस्कृत आई रेड हियर सो मच ऑफ हार्ड वर्क आई एम डूइंग चलो भाई अभी काम क्रोध है मान लेते हैं लेकिन आफ्टर डेथ कुछ तो फल उसका मुक्ति तो करवा ही देंगे भगवान. This is the student's logic. Because he has put lot of effort there, or he will be there. Vedanta Swami कहते तुम चुप रहो. तो you will not have liberation because you are still showing signs of incompleteness because of your Kam Krodh. Kam Krodh is a symptom that tells that the person is totally ignorant. And because of ignorance, he will be having the vasana, and because of that, he will be taking the births and births. He said, first of all, forget about that. Tarhi janmapi te astu ev. You will definitely have birth. Don't think. Bole, but I have done good actions. You have done good action, then Swarg matrat kriti bhavan. You will get Swarg at the most. Well, all these scriptures which I have read, this will take me to Swarg. Yes. It may take you, depending on how much Kam Krodh, because with Kam Krodh you must have hurt also many people. So you have done some pap also correspondingly. So what you are filling in the pot is leaking also. So your punya is a leaking punya. बोले हम कुछ भी करें सब खराब है. सो तरही जन्मा भी ते अस्तु एव स्वर्ग मात्रा तुम्हें स्वर्ग मिलेगा. बोले but I don't want स्वर्ग. Why? बोले स्वर्ग has fault. What fault स्वर्ग has? स्वर्ग, अतृप्ति करत्वम is there. I'll be caught up for 5,000 years again. I don't want to enjoy so much apsaras. I'm not that much mad. I am mad, but not that for 5,000 I'll be enjoying the food in apsaras. Atripti karatvam is there, bandhakatvam is there, dukh mishritatvam is there. So there will be 3 problems there, you told me, that I'll be caught up with that Again I will have rebirth. And I am not sure because which kind of sanchit karma will come and I don't know. Which lot will be opened next. Whether I'll getting a chance or not. So I think Swarga I don't want. It is too much. I'm just wanting little gulab jamun, 2, 3, 4. You have put in front of 1,000 gulab jamun. I'm not that much glutton also. I just want 3, 4. Little kam krodh I have. Not that I want to go to Swarg, etc. It is too far. So now in there and Swami says that the fault which you are saying that Swarg has, same fault, why don't you see here and get out of it? Let's look. Kshayadi kshayadoshena Swargo heyo yada tada Swayam doshatam Swayam doshatam Kamadih kinnahiyate. You are saying that Swarg has dosh. Kshayadi kshaya doshena. So, Swarga has a downfall. Chine punne martalokam mishanti. Swargo hev, and therefore Swarg I don't want. But you want calm here. Are you foolish? You say Swarg has fault. I am saying here calm itself has fault, form of the fault. Swayam doshatam atman. Atma ayam. Kamadi kim nahiyate. So this sankalp, this itself has swayam doshatam. So Swarg is doshyukt, Kam is doshroop. So you tell me, this is 53rd slok, that if you can develop vairagya for Swarg, etc., why don't you put the same vairag for worldly pleasure? For everything there is a fault here. Everything has lot of attachment, has sorrow. Everything is mixed with sorrow. I told you, sarvam sukham dukh vidham. If you marry, sorrow is there. Enjoy something, then sorrow is there. Live with something, then sorrow is there. There is nothing called anxiety-free relation. There is nothing called anxiety-free action. There is nothing called fear-free possession. If you have a house, you will have fear that hope nobody will enter, hope nobody will steal it. If you have a relation, you will have fear, hope my child is okay, hope he doesn't get well, hope he doesn't get ill. Or if you have a husband, wife, then also problem will be there. Everywhere there is a dukkham here. So why don't you see that? Well, but food has sukham. No, food has dukkham. Why? You get addicted to, you have vasana of that food. Then you will have, you will be bound by that. Then you will not, your attention will be there. I mean, you have to give so much attention to non-essential people and non-essential thing because you are attached that it will eat up your whole life. Why don't you see all these faults here? तुम्हारा दिमाग है कि खच्चर है, गोबर है. What is inside is your mind. So swayam doshatam atmayam kamadi kim nahiyate. Why don't you see that there is lot of faults here, lot of defects here? People do work and after that they want the obligation, you have to be obligated. Whatever they will do, say, then you have to compensate for that also. ऐसा भी हो जाता है because they did some work for you, now they will make you do another work. हर चीज में इतने fault आ जाते हैं. So why don't you understand that? Understood, no? They will give you, supposing 100 rand, but they will want to have your time of 1,000 rand and 100,000 rand. They want your favor. They want your obligation. Everywhere there is something coming up to retard your speed. So why don't you see fault here rather than you are seeing fault there? Swayam doshatam atmayam kamadi kim nahiyate. तुमको समझ में नहीं आ रहा है, दिमाग ठीक नहीं तुम्हारा? आर यू नॉट ओके? So much you have suffered in your life because of काम क्रोध, and still you are not coming back to your senses. Are you crazy and mad? How much more you want to suffer? Go and suffer then. If you are not satisfied by this amount of suffering, go and suffer sufficiently. Give your 30, 40 years, suffer. Maybe you will understand, maybe you don't understand. You will become animal. Right now your mind is animal. Next birth your body also will become animal. So you are not able to understand this point. He is scolding to that one who has already got jnana but not commitment to that knowledge. He is trying, because to come up to this stage also you must have taken lot of time and effort. Now don't fall down. When you have worked hard to come up to this stage, why don't you work little more hard and get out of it? To this stage also was difficult to come. Understood, no? So why are you wasting your time? Why are you dwelling upon that? Why are you getting angry with somebody? Why are you getting? This was not the goal for what you came. Why are you so much attached to somebody? इतनी मुश्किल लगी यहाँ तक पहुँचने में. Are you mad? So much hard work you did, so much you had written notes, so much you have read the book, so much you by-hearted, and still you are slipping back. What you want? तुम्हें समझ में नहीं आता तुम करना क्या चाहते हो? He is now giving little tongue lashing. समझ रहे हो? Because he is not getting confidence that I can do it. Sometimes the student loses faith in himself. And how much faith? Because you failed or because you are not. So he says, I don't think so I can make it. As if he has put all effort. People so easily say, I don't think so, Swamiji, I can conquer my calm growth. Achha, how much effort you put? मारेंगे तुमको. Did growth come? Did you fast? Did you do 100 mala jap? Did you go to the temple? Did you do parikrama 100 times? What tapasya you did to conquer your calm growth? When you have not done sufficient tapasya, then how can you say I cannot do it? I am convinced I cannot do it. When we were studying, supposing I am studying and I was sorting any problem or understanding a chapter. So supposing I go to the teacher, I say, sir, I could not understand this chapter. So he will ask, how you did not understand? Did you study that particular chapter? Yes, I studied. Did you study that book also? Yes, I studied. Did you attend my classes also? Yes, I attended my classes. Did you refer to your senior's notes also? Yes, I referred. I gave 2 months on this chapter. But he said, no, good, I will understand. But you don't know anything. Neither you did any homework, neither you studied, and just you came to me that I don't understand. He will say, what kind of students you are? You should refer to my notes earlier. You did not attend the class also properly. You are missing the class. And then you are saying, I don't understand this chapter. You will get angry. So similarly, you are not putting effort. You are not doing sufficient job. You are not doing puja. You are not doing sadhana. You are not doing fasting. You are not doing any kind of repentance, what wrong you do. And you justify yourself. So, and then you say, I don't think so, I am fit for brahmachari. I don't think I can be on this path. As if you have done everything to say, I cannot do that. So don't rebel then. Go this way or that way. Don't be on the midway. Nobody can force you to be on this path. It is your choice. You have come. You can live by your choice. Who has asked you to come? You live forever. But don't trouble every day. Create new scenes. Some people I have seen, it is better they live. They are very big problem creator. Neither this side, neither that side. And then they'll say, I don't think so, I'm fit. Go, forget and forgive, go forever. Don't come in this path then. If you have come, burn yourself, as last night I said, like आरती. ना इधर के ना उधर के तुम रहते हो. कुछ तो करो तुम बीच में. Do something somewhere. Do you think go and marry and you see how much problems married person hai? How much tapasya mother has to do? You must have seen your mother. What tapasya father has to do? It takes 8 hours to earn money. Money doesn't come like that. Kyun bhai? You all have earned. Don't think money comes just like that. I used to see my father checking copies in the night. No easy work. Going for purchasing vegetable. Going for purchasing groceries. Going for, what is it called, fruits. Serving the father, his father, my grandfather. 10 work is there. Here what work you have? You don't have to cook. You don't have to clean the rooms. You don't have to do gardening. Go in the house. How much gardening the ordinary person does? He does the painting. Here light is off, generator is on. Water is not there, douche is here. What else you need? What work you are doing? What else you have if you cannot write notes, if you cannot do your sadhana, if you cannot do your bhajan, what else you are meant for? और क्या चाहिए था? What else you? I asked, Dheeraj had come. Who cooks? You know what he says? That brahmacharis cook there in divine life. In Ramakrishna Mission, they cook there. You will easily say that, the room has to be cleaned. The Namika was telling, in ISKCON they say, everybody will clean their own room. Remember that? And if you have to call maid, you have to pay for that. What else is there? What else you want? And still you cannot complete your task and have a swollen face. Go and die. Don't trouble the other people and waste the ashram's money. You serve whatever is there. No peaceful place is there. I'm very angry. What else we want? Therefore, he is shouting here. One should not. And don't come to me, I'm leaving. Leave, say I'm leaving on this date and go. Don't trouble me. Sufficient troublemakers are there. Don't try to act this side, that side. Don't write a harsh mail, a message. Some are very good in this, all these things. You want to go? Go. You want to be there? Be there with a committed manner. Serve, sacrifice, surrender. That's the only word and mantras of the ashram. Go and see how Kitida lives. How she lives. No lunch. 3 o'clock, no lunch. One toast they will have. Some rice will have. Once a day food, huh? Not twice. Full meals. 1 room, 2 rooms. No Shivaji is there, Shivji is there. Hard work one has to do. यहाँ मुंह फूल जाता है. I'm angry. I'll not talk to this person. I like this person. I don't like this person. Arey, you have come here to propitiate your likes and dislikes. Shame on you. Sharam aani chahiye. On this path you are there. Get out of your likes and dislikes and jealousy, etc. Or get out. Simple thing is there. Don't waste the ashram's money. And ashram's times. And my time here also. I have got up from so early. Continuously I am one after another classes there. Somebody is missing in satsang. Somebody is missing in puja. Somebody is missing in that class. Somebody is late. Somebody is this. ऐसे होता है क्या कोई?
Somebody will not come someday and not tell me also. It's very serious matter. Vedanta is a serious matter. It is not a film that you can go in the interval or you can forget the scene there. See what is written now. 54 slok. Tattvam buddhapi kamadin nisheshan na jahasi chet yatheshta charanam te syat karma shastrati langhinah. Tattvam buddhapi kamadin, 54 slok. If you don't have Gyan Nishtha, then kamadin nishesham na jahasi chet. If you have not given up your kam, etc., then you will have no peace of mind even after studying Vedanta. See, Tattvam buddhapi. After studying Vedanta, you will have no quietness. Yatheshta charanam te syat. Yatheshta charanam means whatever you have been wanting, you did it. Acha, half good jnani he is. So he does whatever he wants. And you know what? They will think, I have already known. Atma to hai, Swami, sab jagah Atma hai, Brahma hai. I don't do puja. Puja is for, duality you are putting. Brahmachari say sometimes. And when anger comes, duality is not there. When project comes, duality is not there. I am taking a project for working. That is not a duality. Only when puja jab has to be there, then they talk, you are in duality only. When you are talking about the project, when you are talking about something else, when you are hating somebody, when you are liking somebody, is it not a duality there? Their duality is there. For convenience, you just leave the sadhana. And you think, sab Brahmani to hai aur kya? Boli yatheshta charanam tesyat karma shastrati langina. Because you have known the scripture, then you are crossing your limits. Langina. Such people are more dangerous than who have not read at all. He's a dangerous person. He's not Vedanti, he's pseudo-Vedanti. He's dangerous because you don't know what he'll quote here and there. Acha? हाँ. And इनको यहाँ संतोष नहीं हुआ. Next श्लोक. बुद्धाद्वैत स्वतत्वस्य यथेष्टाचरणं यदि शुनाम तत्वदृशाम चैव को भेदो शुचि भक्षणे. Oh. He said those people who are knowing the knowledge at a theoretical level, but they are living a licentious life of calm growth. They are like dog. I am not saying second line, you see. Shunam tattva dirsham, this is Vidya, and I told you his style. He gives left and right. Because they are teachers. So as a teacher, he has a right to scold us. Shunam tattva dirsham chaiva ko bheda ashuchi bhakshane. He is eating something impure. You are taking some impure thought, knowing also that this is not right. When you had known, at least you don't justify it. At least you say, I'm wrong, I'll correct myself, I'll take some time. It is my habit, I'll do martabasya. But don't justify that living. Don't try to be in the same ruts. 55th slok is there. Acha? Don't try to be living in the rag dvesh. That I don't know, I was doing this work, he did. Whom you are comparing has not heard as much you have heard. Sometimes you, in the ashram, sometimes I don't like that. He said this to me. You have heard so much which he has not heard. So my responsibility is more than that person's responsibility. He can afford that his response is not okay because he has not gone through the courses. I have learned and heard all Upanishad. So my responsibility in response is much more than his responsibility. Don't compare yourself with other person. Because I have got a lot. I have given my life. Other person may be grahast. He is a householder. He is a worker. He is working in the office. He comes here in some class here and there. He is not that serious. I have given myself for day and night. I am spending time for 9-10 years here. He has not spent time. I have heard a lot. Therefore, my responsibilities are more than that person. He said, therefore I give him the answer. Why did you give the answer? He has not so much into this path as I was there. So this is in Shunam Tattudrisham Shaiva. Such a person is like a dog. Baap re baap. Well, dog walk mat bulli vidyanan se. Tomorrow I won't come. Well, you come or don't come, don't care. हमने बोला था because he is eating impure dog. What you know why dog example is given? Dog eats its own vomit. Similarly, that person who comes on this path, first he leaves something. And again he starts having that what he has left. You are the one, you said, I'm leaving this. Out of your own commitment, you said. Again you will eat it. Sharam nahi aati tumko. Therefore he's in the acharya mood. Therefore the Pawanji etc. were very strict teachers. Because those who will be strict with himself, they will also be trying them by, you follow my standard, because this is the way to conquer the mind. You are very loose with your mind. You are very flexible with your mind. You are very soft with your mind. You are very soft with your calm growth. How will you follow this path? Your responsibilities are more. And why you are comparing with the other worldly person who is not on this path? Don't compare yourself with that. Your responsibilities are more serious. This is from Naishkarma Siddhi. This 55th slok, she is a footnote here. Naishkarma Siddhi 4.62. So Sureshwaracharya, he is very clever. He said, I'm not saying Sureshwaracharya is saying. But he picked up that right words, he picked up to give us some kind of tongue lashing so that we get little sensitive. Bodhat pura mano dosha matrat kilashna sithaduna ashesha loka ninda cheti aho te bodhavai bhavam. Bodhat pura manodosh matrat klishknati klishnasi. First line, bodhat pura manodosha matrat klishnasi yathadhuna achesha loka ninda cheti aho te bodhavai bhavam. Well, before coming on this, before knowledge, you suffered from your own mental problems. Bodhat pura manodosh matrat krishnasni. Full stop. Krishnasi, after krishnasi, full stop. You are suffering because of kam, krodh, lobh, moh, isha, dvesh, attachment, aversion, jealousies. Acha? Well, now what has happened? I'll tell you now what has happened. Ath aduna. Now after studying half-cooked Vedantis, listen. After studying, because you left halfway. Aduna, ashesh lok ninda cheti. Now people are censoring you. People are now talking bad about you on your back. Dekho, ashesh lok ninda cheti. This is what your achievement is. This is, he studied Upanishads, he studies Bhagavad, he studies Vedanta. He was so angry when I talked to him. Acha, they live with Swamiji there. Oh, but behavior is like that. This is what Swamiji has taught. People say anything. Well, he gave very abrupt reply when I called him or her. You don't know what I hear. I keep quiet, I don't tell to you. Well, I called and Brahmachari responded like that. Brahmachari responded like that. I said, okay, they will be okay in time. Or he lives in the ashram, he talked like that. How long they been in the ashram? Ashesh lok ninda cheti ahote bo. Bole wah, glorious is your knowledge. Glorious is the effect of your knowledge. This is the sarcastic remark. Glorious is the effect of your knowledge. This is the effect of your knowledge. I'm not saying anything, I'm just translating what he is saying. Only you are also saying along with him. I'm not saying. I'm just advocating what he said because every day I listen to all these things. You have come for sadhana, not for honeymoon, not for going out of the country, not for visiting Mauritius and Honolulu, not for visiting what is it called, safaris. Then you should have been grahast. Earn your money and go where you have to go. You're not come for something else. No enjoyment is there. Food is good or not good. Whatever you get, otherwise you go and earn and then get the food, whatever food you want. Simple thing is there. Clothes are not good. Go and earn money and purchase from pavilion. Pavilion you get food or clothes. You get, this is what I was told. You know, when I was in ashram, my glasses went wrong. So I was going to purchase my glasses. My achar kali said, listen, please see that you don't choose a expensive frame. God, especially just on the way we met, he said, where are you going? I said, I'm going for my glasses, I'm not able to see. He said, see, listen this. You know, ashram is there. Choose a very moderate and simple frame. I said, yes, yes. It will be lesser than what money will. Not to eat cashew nuts and walnuts. That हम लोग को मिला भी नहीं cashew nut walnut. Not once I got. Forget about healthy. Vegan. Vegan is so expensive. You go and earn it if you want to be vegan, etc. Why should I spend ashram money? This is what I am come. I'm not talking to anybody here. I'm just talking. Nobody is vegan here. But don't increase the expenses. I'm talking to me also. ये बताओ ना कि काम क्रोध जीता है. My speech is such, well, I talk to him and I'm so happy. He's a living God. See, this is said in next slok. Vidvaradi tulyatvam makangshis tattvavid bhavan sarvadhi dosha santyagat lokaif pujyasva devavat. Oh, here he is giving one slap. I'm not saying anything. Don't value like the pig in the field. Please see the translation. You think I am talking from my... Early hoga. I think you are expert in reading. Before I even chant the verses, you start reading the verses, meaning, some of you, because you don't have any control. By the time I'm chanting, they already read the meaning. Vidvara adi tulyatvam makangshi. Don't be like the pig wallowing in the filth. Vid means filth, vara means pig. Tattvavid bhavan. Oh, knower of truth. तत्विद भवान सर्वधी दोष संत्यागात. अच्छा, हाँ. By leaving all the faults of the mind, lokaihi pujyasva devat, become worshipable like God. देखो क्या बोल रहे हैं. अच्छा, हाँ. Why? Why? Because anything powerful becomes dangerous. A dog is not dangerous, but the lion is dangerous. Elephant can be dangerous. He has a dangerous. Why? Because he has knowledge. So he can quote something and give other interpretation. And people want better response from you now. When people see me, whether in the ashram, whether I'm on the road, whether in the airplane, whether I'm in the train, unknown person, they want a better response from me rather than worldly person. They think, acha, he is there, some sadhu is there. Okay. I hope he has conquered Kam Krodh. I hope he gets up early in the morning. I hope he doesn't have attachment. I hope he is not addicted to some eating, etc. He has a frame because of the parampara of great saints who they have put such cloth. And therefore, their expectation from me is higher because of that reason. And when they see that he is, they worship you like God. देखो यही लिखा है. A simple, it will give you a little shock. But big power, 1,000, 10,000 will give not shock, it will throw the person away. So my responsibilities are much more. Because he is angry, I also is angry. No. You should not have shown your anger. Because he is angry. Why? You are under cloth. You are under ashram study. You are under sadhana. You are under teacher. You have heard, read more than that person who is talking to you. He is raw, but you are supposed to be much more better than him. So sarvadhi dosh santyagat. Please leave all the faults. Lokahi pujyasva bhavet, and become worshipable like Devat, like a God. Okay? So such the person who is having more knowledge and uncontrolled, he is more dangerous than the person who doesn't have knowledge and is uncontrolled. You know what happens? People lose faith in scriptures. People lose faith in teacher. People lose faith in the path. They say, Acha, this is what I was thinking they must be doing. Not that I just blurt out anything and everything about me is scrutinized. It is put under lens. Swamiji said, why? Swamiji did. Why? What was that? Brahmachari did. Why? Why he said? You write anything on the mail or on the message, in general message, resident, anything you write. But it is scrutinized. Other person is seeing it. With the reference of your study, sadhana, of your pravachan, of your jap, of your puja. Your responsibilities are more. We'll see more tomorrow. Purnamadav Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om. Shri Guru Pyo Namah. Hari